2021 was a remarkable year for the Sri Lanka exports sector, as some of the major exports marked milestones in terms of revenue. Likewise, the Ceylon Tea, the world's finest, also recorded some growth in its export performance. In 2021, the tea exports earned a foreign revenue of $1.324 billion, which is an 84 million jump from the $1.24 billion from the year 2020, showing signs of recovery from the pandemic.
FOB price at the custom level also has gone up to 916 rupees per kilo compared to 867 rupees per kilo during the year 2020, which was 823 rupees only in the year 2019. Consequently, the overall auction sale income also has gone up. From 2020, it was 169 billion rupees. That had gone up to 182 billion rupees.
Major markets of Ceylon Tea during the year 2021 was Iraq, Turkey and Russia. According to Export Development Board data, $136.78 million of the tea export revenue came from Iraq, while $128.95 million and $114.85 million came from Turkey and Russia respectively. Meanwhile, the tea production in 2021 had also gone up in comparison to 2020. The output in 2021 was 299,338,000 kilograms, up by over 20 million kilograms from the 278,850,000 kilograms recorded in 2020. Surprisingly, this increment came in a backdrop where confusion over the use of chemical fertilizer prevailed in Sri Lanka. During that time, experts cried that the chemical fertilizer ban, which was in effect for some time, will result in a drop in yield. However, the chairman of the Sri Lanka Tea Board doesn't see the use of chemical fertilizer as a sole reason for a boost in production.
You need 6 major nutrients. One is the carbon, the hydrogen, oxygen, and then the NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Last year had been a fairly good weather conditions prevailed from January up to October. So that could have contributed to the production increase from last year to this year.
Though last year's tea production is better than 2020, there are other underlying issues. During the period between 2000 and 2013, the annual tea output somewhat remained between 295 million kilograms and 340 million kilograms. From 2014 onwards, the annual production has gradually declined. By 2019, it had dipped to 300 million kilograms. This, in the view of the tea board chairman, is due to 3 reasons.
One is climate change phenomena rising from the global warming. Number 2, there had not been any improvements in the replanting of tea to replace very old teas. Some of the tea estates are having about over 100-year-old tea bushes. Number 3 is there had been excessive fertilizer application at least for the last 10 to 15 years. So it's obvious that when you apply chemical or fertilizer, there's a boost. But we have seen the time series, there had been a gradual decline. So that is where this soil fertility management strategies come into play. So in that context only, this balanced nutrient management strategies have to be adopted, in the sense that chemical fertilizer is also needed at the right combination of other things.
Ceylon Tea is world renowned for its unique taste and quality. In 2020, Ceylon Tea accounted for 10% of global tea exports. It is very well articulated that Sri Lanka should tap into high-value markets by eminent persons. The tea board shares the same view.
Ceylon Tea marketing strategy is not going for mass market because our cost of production is high. Not that we should be able to reduce the cost, but as a marketing strategy, we have to go by what is known as differentiated niche marketing strategy. To a certain extent, the Ceylon Tea has that image because we have to increase the awareness. Emerging tea drinkers who prioritize the authenticity of the product and the health aspects, and the rising from that, you get a premium quality tea. We are promoting other markets like supermarket malls in Ukraine, Russia, Japan, based on these 3 pillars: authenticity and the wellness factor and the premium.
Though it will take some years to address certain issues in tea production, the Ceylon tea industry is striving to hit the export revenue numbers which it hit in 2014 and 2017.
We want to go up to $1.5 billion and beyond. For the last 10 years, there had been decline in market share in some of the markets. And we have lost markets we have to try to regain, like UK. This has to be at a very niche market, the high end. And Egypt and Pakistan also huge markets, but we have lost because of Kenyan and Indian CTCTs.